Flushes are arguably the easiest to play of the four target hands. In this chapter, I will first review the hole cards and milestones useful in making flushes. Then I'll say a word or two about defending your flush. Whereas a full house has two playable milestones after the flop, the flush has only one partial target hand that will receive sufficient pot odds, the four-card flush. Only suited hole cards offer a reasonable chance of flopping a four flush, and at that, they offer just a 12% probability. So you can expect to flop a four flush just once in 8 attempts. Even worse, though, are unsuited hole cards, which flop a four flush just once in 100 attempts. Clearly, unsuited hole cards are never a good bet for making flushes. So as tempting as it might be, if you're holding something like ace-4 unsuited, hoping for the flop to give you an ace-high four flush is a horribly bad bet. But after flopping a four flush, you have approximately a 33% chance of making your flush by the river. That's once in 3 attempts. The biggest threat to your flush will be from full houses, so you must be especially watchful for any pairs or trips on the board. Otherwise, your only concern will be opponents with a higher flush. Finally, more than 3 flush cards on the board is another danger signal. It means that whoever holds just one card of your flush suit is now a threat. Let's examine the case for competing against multiple other flushes. We want to calculate a confidence level, that is, how often can we expect to win against one or more other flushes. We know that when the board shows 3 flush cards, a maximum of 5 players can hold flushes. So for any given suited hole cards, we can determine how many of those 4 other opponents we can beat. This chart compares the winning chances of all the suited connectors when competing against 1, 2, 3, and 4 other opponents who also hold flushes. Note that the Jack-10 suited wins about half the time when competing against just one other flush. But as the number of other flushes increases, its winning chances decrease rapidly. Luckily, the likelihood of multiple flushes is low. When the board shows just 3 flush cards at the showdown and you've made a flush, you'll hold the only flush almost 80% of the time. But the moral to this story is simple. At the showdown, the more callers you have, the greater the likelihood that one or more of them also holds a flush. So use common sense when betting. Even a king-high flush has only a 27% probability of winning against 4 other flushes. You can only bet with absolute confidence when you hold the ace-high flush. Now let's review what we know about flushes. Suited hole cards will flop a 4 flush just 12% of the time. That's only once in 8 attempts. But once you've flopped a 4 flush, you'll make your flush by the river 33% of the time. That's once for every 3 attempts. And when you hold suited hole cards, and your highest hole card is a jack, if another player also makes a flush, you'll be able to beat that other flush about half the time. And unless you hold the ace, more than 3 flush cards on the board signals danger. It means that anyone holding a single card of your suit has also made a flush. Hello, this is Tyson Wood. Our goal here at Strategic Hold'em is simple, to help you play smarter poker. You can help us spread the word by sharing our web address with a friend. And you can help us keep the lights on at Strategic Hold'em by making a donation. We plan to continue our research and release more poker tutorials as new results come available. If you have any topic suggestions, please send them to feedback@strategicholdem.com. All your comments are welcome. We'd particularly like to hear about your most successful bluffing tactics. On behalf of the entire team at Strategic Hold'em, good luck and good hunting.